Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Friday. Usually my lovely wife Susan would be here to join us at this time, but she is getting prepared for tomorrow's event at Brown's Produce over in Oxford, where we will be at a kind of a swap meet flea market type deal. So come over there and see us tomorrow morning, starting at 8 o'clock in Oxford. You can come check us out over there. We're there the first Saturday of every month in Oxford at Brown's Produce. On the phone lines with us right now. Let's go out to the phone lines. Good morning. This is Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Thomas. Sonny calling.
Hey, Sonny.
You talk about the opioid problem and everything else here. I know of a person whose blood pressure goes up to like over 200 to over like 100, 150. They tried all kinds of medications other than knocking her out, and even went to the hospital, et cetera, et cetera. The doctor actually sent her home with a 200, 190 over something or other. I had another person say they should have admitted her with that kind of high blood pressure. And the point of the matter is some people need these things, and it's a simple thing, but it's considered an opioid, like a Xanax.
Yeah.
Works wonders for the blood pressure. We go to a cardiologist. She goes to a cardiologist, and in the cardiologist's office, her blood pressure went up over 200. Now, he wouldn't prescribe a simple thing like Xanax. And if you can only do it like one or two times, and that's it.
Yeah, some of the rules.
With true health problems have to suffer because of the stigma attached to a lot of this stuff.
100%. I couldn't agree more with you, Sonny. Sometimes people that really need the drugs don't get access to it anymore in the way they need it because of what's happened over the last 10 or 15 years with the pill mills and how doctors were giving them out like candy and everything. There is a stigma now, and some people who legitimately need the medicine suffer because of it. I agree with you 100%.
But the thing is, this super high blood pressure like that, number one thing is a stroke. Another thing, it can cause eye problems if it's not lowered. The pressure the pressure in the eye is different. I honestly tell you that I've heard it from professionals stating that blood pressure in your body will eventually get to the eyes, and it can cause bleeding in the eye or even worse.
Certainly.
I mean, this is something that has to be taken care of.
Certainly.
This is ridiculous.
They have
to condemn all people because of a few.
Well, there has to be a happy medium. I agree with you 100%. Hey, Sonny, I want to switch discussions with you. Stacy Causey, who was on the show yesterday, and you called in and asked about the sharing of roadways. They believe they figured out that you were one of the active voices for your subdivision, discussing the new development right outside the subdivision, right outside your subdivision boundaries. They say the subject matter expert for your subdivision, they believe. Now, and I'm going to do you live in Quail something?
Yeah.
Okay. So they said the project doesn't recall an official ordinance, resolution, or part of the county's land development code that forbids commingling of subdivisions. The senior planner then went on to provide the following information for you, and Stacy sent it to me this morning. She says your subdivision is a group of less than 60 homes. Your new neighbor will be another subdivision of less than 60 homes. These two.
Wait a minute. Whoa. We have 444 homes in our subdivision. We have 5.5 miles of street that our houses face.
Well,
so you don't live. Small subdivision.
So you don't live in?
Yeah, I guess.
She says Quail Meadow. You don't live in Quail Meadow?
Yeah, I do.
Oh well, she has it as less than 60 homes here.
No. I have the plate on this place. There's actually 444 lots. 4 of these lots went to a common facility, and the rest are all homes. That's why I said there's 440 homes here.
Well, I will have
5.5.
I will email her back to get clarification about that. But the meat and potatoes is the 2 subdivisions will share public roads going through your subdivision. And she said this is consistent with the county's state-approved comprehensive plan. The residents of your subdivision have been provided the option to gate their entrance and turn their now public road into a private road. Is that an option you're aware of?
Yes. I actually fought for it years ago, but there were too many people saying that it would cost too much.
Right, because they said turning your road to private would mean now you would be solely responsible for maintaining the roadways in your subdivision. The county would not, because they don't maintain private roads. And so if you don't, the public roads
you want to hear a kicker to that? We had our streets repaved, and it came through as an MSTU from the county.
Right.
Each homeowner was slapped with a bill in addition to their property taxes for the paving in front of their homes. And to be quite honest with you, the paving that the county did, as far as I'm concerned, was substandard. We have more cracks and stuff in our streets than you can imagine. So, I mean, these people talk with 2 tongues.
Well, she says that that if you're going to not make it private, it's going to be used for the public's benefit. In that case, it means connecting the 2 communities. What I like is she at least came back with some answer for you, which is now given more questions, which I will ask her. I will forward an email back to her with more of your questions and try to get a confirmation on why she says it's less than 60 and you say there's over 400. But
it's a plot of the subdivision. Everything is registered with Marion County Property Division.
But at least you got somebody, Sonny, that said they would get back with an answer, and they got back with an answer. It may not be one that you agree with, but at least they got back with an answer, right?
Right. All right, Tom, I really appreciate you giving me that information.
Thanks, Sonny.
Now I got to get busy again.
Thanks, guy.
All right, have a good day. Talk to you later.
Yep. See that Stacy Causey, she took time out to get an answer. May not be the answer Sonny wanted. May not even be the accurate answer to how many homes are in that subdivision. But at least, she said she would get an answer to us and got an answer to us very, very quickly. Thank you, Stacy Causey, for that. And look for a follow-up email because Sonny still says you don't have all the information. But he's going to help you with it. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Listen up, Ocala. If you got your share of those dwarf ever-blooming azaleas at Bob Wines for just $3.99, well, Bob has sold thousands, but they won't last forever. They've even extended their hours open daily till 4:30 so everyone can get their azaleas. And check out the other inflation-fighting deals this week. Gorgeous spring annuals, take your pick from hundreds. They're just $2.29 each, or mix and match a giant tray of 18 for just $34.99. Outstanding yellow and peach daylilies, just $8.99 when you buy 6 or more. And spring veggies, you name it, Bob's got it. Jumbo 4-pack, just $4.49. And camellias during the Camellia Show, starting at just $19.99 in a whole range of your favorite colors. Don't miss hundreds of price-busting deals in the greenhouse at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, now till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place for 70, count them, 70 years.
Are you a veteran living in Florida? Do you want to earn while you learn? Call 954-434-8220 or visit our website at nsied.org now. Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants training in farming, ranching, and allied services? Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants help with job placement? Call 954-434-8220. North-South Institute Veteran Training Program is a mix of online and hands-on in-person training designed for you to earn while you learn. Once you register for the program, you'll get a stipend of approximately $300 per month for 3 months. And you can get an additional stipend to offset your travel expenses. You can also get another $75 for referring a veteran who completes the program. If you are a veteran living in Florida, call the North-South Institute Veteran Training Program now, 954-434-8220, or visit our website at nsied.org now.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. You know, I've had the luxury over the past 4 or 5 years to help with a show called The Horse Talk Show that is a live streaming show on Facebook that's put on by Louisa Barton. And so I've had the ability, because of that, I've been able to go to some different events around our area over the past, 4 or 5 years that I wouldn't normally go to because it just isn't my, I didn't think it was my bag. And I was sadly mistaken because I've had my mind changed about some great events that are held in our area. One of them is this weekend. It was put off because of the pandemic last year, but it's back this year. It's the combined driving and show jumping event that you know as the Live Oak International. 31 years this event's been happening with Clydesdales. There's going to be a beer garden. I mean, if you've ever been to Live Oak, it's just rolling hills and everything. It's got oak trees, big oak trees all over it. It's your quintessential horse farm. And right now, drivers and riders over the past week have been busy walking the course in preparation for the 31st running of Live Oak International. The mayor was out there Wednesday. He talked to some news people and said, "This is what makes Ocala, Ocala." And he gestured towards the acres of natural land behind him. The mayor said he's been going to Live Oak for 20-plus years. It draws about 10,000 spectators and competitors from around the world. And it's going on yesterday through Sunday. It really started as a driving event. And when I mean driving event, I've seen Louisa Barton. She trained to drive it. You're taking a team of horses that are attached to a not a buckboard, but like a wagon type deal, and you have a course you got to navigate for time and everything. It's very exciting. And then horse jumping is very exciting as well, as they do the different the different obstacles there. But for somebody who didn't know what he was getting into, because I had no idea, I'm not a horse guy. I mean, I go to the track and make a bet on a horse race every now and then, but that's my extent of knowledge of horses. I know they eat oats and you got to brush them, and if you're scared, they can realize the fear right away and will buck you off if you're a novice that's doing a trail ride. I know that. But, my horse knowledge is zero. But that doesn't matter out here. Enthusiasts, non-enthusiasts, you get caught up in what's going on out there. There's something about seeing the driving event where you can tell just by watching that there's a fine line between controlling that group of horses and the apparatus you're riding on and just crashing and wrecking and just a debacle. You can tell that they're on the edge a lot. And it's one of those things that just shows why our backyard is so amazing. The horse industry and the events that you can go see around this area, a lot of times for free, by the way. The events you can take in just give you a perspective of just how important Ocala is to the horse world and how blessed we are to have this happening in our backyard. That's the only way I can describe it, is that we're blessed to have these kind of events and this kind of horse knowledge in our backyard. I don't possess any of that knowledge, believe me. But sometimes when you go to events, you don't have to possess a lot of knowledge to still enjoy the show. And that's what it is. Remember, it's all entertainment. And it's a hell of a show. I mean, I've been to the World Equestrian Center and, just there and watching some events as they're taking place as you're walking through. you forget we live in a great area that is rich with horse tradition. And it's a big business here, too. You know, it's nothing to slack off at. But sometimes people just forget the horse industry is not all about thoroughbreds racing on a track. I mean, there's great, the Pasafinos are fantastic to watch. You go out to Frank Hennessy's Arabian farm, you know, you can make an appointment and go out there and they'll tour you around the farm. Out there at Frank Hennessy's farm, they got Arabians that go from everywhere from $25,000 to $2 million. And I know that the people who know don't take the horse world for granted. But sometimes I think those of us who are not as savvy about how important horses are to this area sometimes take the horse world for granted. And that's a mistake to ever do so. I have a friend of mine that he's dabbled in the horse world a couple different times, but he knows a plethora of horse knowledge that I would never even begin to even navigate. But he'll tell you there are people much more knowledgeable than him in this area. That's the beauty of where we are. We are in the horse capital of the world. Even sued to make sure we got to call ourselves that. The horse capital, not of Florida, not of the southern United States, not of the contiguous United States, not of North America, the horse capital of the world. The fingers of the horse world that are touched by Ocala, the number of things that the fingers of Ocala and its horse world touches in the world is countless. I was taken one time, I was in North Carolina. I went back to visit North Carolina. I'd been living in Ocala probably about 7-8 years. And I went back to North Carolina to Blowing Rock. And Carl owns the Blowing Rock stables up there. And they have a big jumping show up there in August every year. And he goes, so what are you doing now? You still teaching? I go, no. I went back to work for Mellow Mushroom and everything, and I opened one in Gainesville, and now I live in Ocala. Ocala? Man, that's one of the most beautiful places in the world. We go down there to buy horses all the time at the sale. Here's a guy who lived in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. I thought there was no chance he would know about Ocala. I got my comeuppance that day because he knew all about Ocala. He knew more about Ocala than I did because he's a horse guy. So if you get a chance, Live Oak Internationals this week, yesterday through Sunday. It's really a good time. It's something fun to watch. And it just is another illustration of why Marion County is one of the best places on the face of the earth to live, in my opinion. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Hour number 3, Dumb Crook News on the way. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Russian forces bomb and take control of Europe's largest nuclear power plant. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, and video footage appears to be struck by many munitions, causing fires in and around the complex in southeastern Ukraine. Rebecca Koffler on Fox News early Friday morning is a former member of Russia's Defense Intelligence Agency.
Putin has a very high tolerance for a very different type of warfare, nuclear warfare. He's prepared to take the conflict into a tactical nuclear weapons employment.
Russian soldiers now control the plant, yet Zaporizhzhia employees are still running the operations and are reporting no radiation leaks were detected after the fires were put out. The United States is preventing Ukrainian citizens already in the United States from deportation. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security said that it was extending temporary protection status for 18 months. USA Radio News.
I need 4 more of the biscuit carnitas, 2 burnt end platters, 3...
The kitchen at Kai's Barbecue is firing on all cylinders.
Greg, help me bring these to the pickup counter.
He needs food runners who can hit the ground quickly.
86 on the chicken and we're short-staffed. Let's pick it up.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Right now, people are home with their pets more often, and I think now, especially with the shedding, they're more cognizant of what's going on and that it's an actual issue, and Dynovite has helped tremendously in our house with that.
I just heard the Dynovite commercial so many times that I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot, and I ordered it and tried it, and it worked.
The Dynovite, the being at home, working with them, they all love it. Me and Chewy are together 24/7.
Within 3 weeks, he's not scratching and itching, and he's an all-around happier dog.
DINOVITE.com.
Using a multi-step approach to mitigate weeds on the farm. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
I'm Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Freed. Everyone knows Florida grows the world's best produce. From citrus to strawberries, watermelon to blueberries, our produce growers feed our families and the world. With over $125 million in annual revenue for growers, the Fresh from Florida program helps Florida farmers stay competitive in a tough marketplace. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Step right up and gaze upon this miraculous substance I hold in the palm of my hands. This little miracle can feed us, clothe us, give us clean, fresh water, and provide wildlife habitat for nature's critters. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the greatest soil on earth.
Learn more about soil health principles that can turn your soil into a star performer. Contact your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today to find out how. This message brought to you by USDA and this radio station.
Tackling weeds requires a multi-step approach. The first step is to identify your no-weed grow zone. A no-grow zone won't stop weeds from trying to occupy space, but clearly marking it using a physical barrier or digging a trench makes it easy for you to know when weeds will be invading again. Try using organic weed killers such as horticultural vinegar rather than glyphosate, or smother weeds with plastic. Then apply corn gluten or corn fertilizer meal to suppress seed germination. Next, remove taprooted plants by digging them up and pull any surface weeds. If you have lots of tiny weed seedlings growing at the surface, use a hoe or hand rake to expose their roots. On a sunny day, the roots will dry out and die in just a few hours. The last step is to promote good drainage, such as using a broad fork, so water will filter in below your compost zone. Even compost-heavy soils need a little aeration occasionally. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have plenty of sunshine today with a high of 83 to 85, then clear skies this evening, low 60 to 67. Saturday will be mostly sunny, high tomorrow 84 to 86. Then Sunday will be mostly sunny and very warm, high on Sunday 86